since wala dito ang taga-BARM, may kopya ka ba nun ng MC na yon?
Yes, sir. I have. Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Now, second, ma'am, considering that BARM is also considered as LGU, malinaw po dito, ma'am, sa DBM mismo circular. Di ba may mga limitations? Sir Nier, may mga limitations on the use of LGSF, di ba?
Correct po, Mr. Chair.
Pati yung quarterly reporting, nandun
Yes
po
po,
nakasimple.
they're required for quarterly reporting of the
Quarterly
utilization.
reporting. Malinaw po yun, attorney. Now, you mentioned about that you only covered the releases, tama?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, sino yung in charge dun sa sa audit on the implementation and the use of funds?
The concerned resident auditors of the various local government units, Mr. Chair.
Doon na sa baba.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, nagsasabit ng report sa inyo. Okay.
No, sir. No, sir.
No?
It's included in their reports, in their separate annual audit reports. They have their own annual audit
Ate,
reports.
ganito lang po, attorney. Matanong lang po kita. So, yung office mo is not conducting special audit or fraud audit?
Hindi po, Mr. Chair.
So, sino po?
For the regional officer,
For the regional office,
for the regional offices, sir, we have a separate division. We have the fraud audit division who will conduct the fraud audit or special audit in case po na magkaroon po ng instruction to conduct the same.
Sino yung in charge doon sa fraud audit?
Sir, yung ang authority lang po ng fraud audit ng regional office is 50 million below.
Tama.
Opo.
Alam ko po yun.
Opo.
Now, pero sino po ang in charge doon? Sinong in charge?
Si Attorney Abdul Jalil Iskander po.
Oh, Comsec, please invite the mentioned fraud audit team leader in the BARM para po patawag natin next hearing. Now, attorney, sir, matanong ko lang kayo, based now on, ito opinion na lang, whether you can give an opinion on that, based now on the report, in this initial investigation, does this warrant a special audit or a fraud audit?
Ay, sige, ma'am, i-verify ko. Ito lang, ilang sample.
Attorney,
Yes, Mr. Chair. Usually, sir, I'm not the one in charge in the fraud audit division, no. But as far as I know, sir, whenever there is a request for fraud audit, it has to be evaluated first if it is by the central office, and then later on they will issue the office order to conduct the fraud
I
audit or the
understand.
special audit.
Pero ang kinukuha ko lang po yung opinion nyo, does this, based on the initial investigation made by this committee, is it does warrant or not?
Again, sir, I am not in position to comment because I don't, as far as I'm concerned as the auditor of the MFBM, the documents submitted to me is not yet, all the documents submitted to me is not yet sufficient for me to conclude the same, sir.
Sir, ikaw, sir.
Ganun din po ang stand ko. I'm not in a position to comment on whose audit jurisdiction has, considering the amount involved. Probably the honorable body can make an inquiry to the higher ups. For us, we cannot and we are not in authority to, or we are not competent to comment on that particular question po.
Okay, thank you po. Anyway,
Mr.
Chairman
Chair,
Jacob, please.
clarification lang po. With the indulgence of the Honorable Mujib Hataman, who has the floor. May I?
Please proceed po.
Madam, did I hear you right? Na yung ini-implement lang po ninyo is you see to it that Circular 202-4010 is implemented by the Bangsamoro government?
Yes, Mr. Chair, insofar as the releases is concerned
No.
of the LGSF, because the utilization of the LGSF by the concerned local government units is within the audit jurisdiction of the concerned auditors.
Thank you. May I ask, if you have already verified whether the LGUs concerned complied with the posting requirements prescribed under Republic Act 9184 as embodied in the circular?
Are you referring to the procurement law, sir?
No, 9184 is the procurement law. But it is required by the circular that you mentioned, 202-4010, that there are supposed to be reports to be submitted by the LGUs concerned. Have you monitored this? Kasi ikaw nag-mention ng circular na ito eh. And I have a copy of that.
Based on item number 410, sir, the monitoring of the implementation and utilization of the LGSF falls on the Ministry of Interior and Local Government, which is another ministry, and they have a separate resident auditors po.
I thought you answered a while ago na kayo po ang tumitingin kung nakukomply itong circular na ito.
As to the releases, Mr. Chair.
I beg your pardon?
As to the releases lang po, Mr. Chair.
Sa releases. So, when the audit report is made, hindi po kayong gumagawa.
Audit report for the Ministry of Finance, sir. Ako po yung gagawa, sir.
Oh, hindi dapat kasama ito sa report mo, di po ba? Whether they have complied with the requirements of 9184. Kasi embodied sa circular 2 eh. You have to see to it whether the provisions of the circular are followed by the Bangsamoro government. Kasi ikaw nagbabanggit lahat dito. Nakikinig lang
Yes,
po
sir.
ako kanina eh.
Mr. Chair, although the circular was issued by the Ministry of Finance, but it covers other ministries within the BARM. So like for instance, sir, the audit of the implementation and utilization, covered po yan ng mga auditors ng local government units. Yun naman po sa monitoring, kung na-implement ba or na-utilize ba siya in accordance with the guideline, it falls within the jurisdiction naman po kung sino po yung concerned auditor po namin sa Ministry of Interior and Local Government. So insofar as I am concerned po, releases of funds lang po yung aking audit jurisdiction. Insofar as the circular is concerned.
So you do not monitor whether the provisions of the circular are followed by the local government unit.
No, sir. The guideline is merely used as my basis in the audit of the releases, but I am not tasked to monitor all of the provisions of the circular are complied by the Ministry of Finance. Because again, sir, I would like to emphasize that the LGSF, for the releases and the utilization and implementation of the LGSF funds is multi-agencies po yan, no? Hindi lang po Ministry of Finance ang covered.
Now, to whom does the local or do the local auditing teams report? Sa iyo, yung local government yun. For example, yung municipal, Cotabato. Saan siya nagsasubmit ng report niya? Sa inyo?
No, hindi po, sir. The report, the annual audit report of the various auditors of the local government units is addressed to the local chief executive po.
Mr. Chair, siguro yung auditor na nag-o-audit talaga ang dapat imbitahin natin.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Chairman ako.
Yeah.
on the point of Chairman Akop, Mr. Chair, I move that we invite the resident auditors of the different municipalities and provinces that have been downloaded with funds from for the LGSF, Mr. Chair. I so move, Mr. Chair.
There's a motion to invite all the residents, auditor of all the AGUs being downloaded by the LGSF fund coming from the BARM. Duly seconded. In objections, the chair is none. The motion is carried. COMSEC is directed to prepare an invitation for all those resident auditor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Please
May I
proceed.
ask,
Please proceed, Chairman Akop.
Madam Auditor, hindi naman kayo concerned siguro dito dahil sa mga sagot po ninyo. Pero may alam na po ba kayo na nag-submit ng AOM yung mga resident auditors ng mga LCEs?
Mr. Chair, I cannot comment on that because I don't have personal knowledge as of now.
Okay. Kasi naaawa ako dun sa mga sa mga local government units na tumanggap. Kung totoo yung sinasabi na ibinalik, kagaya ng sinabi ni Attorney Torrena kanina, na ibinalik yung ibang amount, ay kawawa sila. You know why? Kasi if you look at the circular na binabanggit po ninyo, Madam, kanina, under Section 8.0, yung responsibility and accountability, the responsibility and accountability in the implementation of programs and projects and proper utilization and disbursement of the LGSF shall rest upon the LCE. Oo. Kaya kawawa yung mga local chief executives na tumanggap nito at hindi nila maisagawa yung project mismo. Kung totoo yung mga reports na naibabalik yung portion o malaking portion ng mga natanggap nila na LGSF. Because pursuant to the circular, sila po ang may accountability at saka responsibility, yung local chief executives. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Chairman Akop. Yes, Vice Chair Flores.
Mr. Chair, in addition to my earlier motion, Mr. Chair, may I move that we also invite in our next hearing, Mr. Chair, the COA in charge for the fraud audits, Mr. Chair, from the national office, Mr. Chair.
Second.
There's a motion to invite in the next hearing the in charge of the fraud audit in central office. Duly seconded. Any objections? The chair is none. The motion is carried.
Mr. Chair.
COMSEC is directed to prepare invitation for the said COA official. Please proceed.
Mr. Chair, I also would like to request the committee to invite also the branch managers of the land bank. Are they here?
Land bank, regional kayo, no? Land bank? Sa region? Okay. Region, wala dito. Oh, sige, please proceed.
But just in case we might be overwhelmed with the number, Mr. Chair, may I know how many branches are serving the BARM from land bank? Because the point, Mr. Chair, is that I want to also check on the releases of these funds, Mr. Chair.
Land bank? Ilan bang yung branch daw?
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. So as of now po, yung parang po sa Cotabato City pa lang po yung meron kami doon na 5 branches. Pero i-double check po namin dito sa iba pa pong area na covered po ng BARM. Then we will give po the full list of the branches covering the BARM areas.
So may 5 sa Cotabato. Tama po ba?
Opo, meron po. Sa,
Okay.
Yung sa may city po mismo, within the BARM
Sa city of
area.
Cotabato.
Opo, pero
Actually, Mr. Chair, I'm just really interested in the branches where LGUs have accounts with. Kasi, like, let's say in Cotabato, if you have 5 branches, hindi naman lahat doon dealing with the LGU. So, can we request, before I move that they be invited, can we request from Land Bank to provide us with a list of branches where LGUs have accounts, Mr. Chair, para ma-limit natin yung number of invitees na lang po. In the Bangsamoro. Yes, sir. Mr. Chair.
Land bank?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chair, pero that will help with sa secrecy of deposit. So, we cannot submit
Ito
po
na
the list
tayo.
of accounts.
Dito tayo magsisimula. First question pa lang, you invoke bank secrecy. We're just asking if what LGU na may transaction with that bank, you invoke bank secrecy? No, hindi natin pinag-usapan dito yung pondo. We're just asking about the list of all LGUs sa land bank. Ito, this will be may problema kayo dito. Ako, believe you me, kahit saan tayo pumunta. We're just asking you to comply with all LGUs na may banks, transaction with your banks. That covers in the BARM.
You can pass it to me.
Attorney, hindi nyo maibigay? Anong problema doon? Sige nga, are we talking, Attorney, please cite in the specific provision of the Bank CCC law that we are not allowed. Sige nga, are we asking for a bank account? No. Are we asking for bank transaction? No. We are just asking for the list. Now, aabot tayo dito sa chairman nyo. Baka mapahiya kayo, papatawag ko yung chairman nyo dito. Next hearing.
Mr. Chair,
Please proceed, Chairman Akop.
do they have a lawyer with them?
Legal nila.
May I know what law are you talking about?
Mr. Chair, so the law we are referencing is Section 2 of Republic Act 1405, otherwise known as the Bank Secrecy Law.
It refers to deposits, tama?
Yes po.
Eh kung ilistahan lang naman ng bangko na merong bank transactions yung mga LCEs, is that part of the deposit?
It is, Your Honor.
It is with the ambit of Section 2 of 1405?
Yes, Your Honor. Because the provision of such a list, Your Honor, would imply the existence of an account. And that is covered by the Bank Secrecy Law.
Attorney, when I asked you, meron bang account si Governor Adjong sa isang bank ninyo doon sa Bangsamoro? Is that covered by Section 2
Yes.
of 1405?
Yes, Your Honor.
Whether I have a bank account or not?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your interpretation?
It's not our interpretation.
Whose interpretation is that?
It is the position of the Office of the Government Corporate Counsel that advised us that even the mere existence of a bank to confirm that there is the mere existence of a deposit account with a branch is already invoking the absolute confidentiality of the Bank Secrecy Law, Your Honor. But the exception, of course, is if the good governor would give his written permission.
We know that.
Yes,
We know that. Sa dami ng investigasyon namin dito na ginagawa, alam na namin yun eh. Pero it refers only whether we asked information regarding their deposits. Kasi that is the title of 1405. Di ba? Tama. Pero kung humingi po kami ng listahan ng mga land bank as asked by the Honorable Flores, is that within the ambit of Section 2 of Republic Act 1405?
Yes, Your Honor. As much as the bank and its representatives would want to cooperate, again, we are constrained by the limitations provided for in the absolute confidentiality of bank deposits.
Okay.
Mr. Chair,
Ganito na lang po. Attorney, okay lang yun sa ngayon. Okay.